mastermind.
You are now watching Ohio's #1 medical cannabis show, 420 Live Ohio. Please stand up for the state cannabis anthem. Stand up. Let's medicate and conversate. Make sure you like, subscribe. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastermind here. We're live again on 420 Live Ohio. Welcome back to another show. It's kind of hot outside today, kind of muggy. We had the ratio that didn't make it here, thank goodness. Hopefully everybody up to the west and upper north is okay. Peace. And today we're just doing open talk. Just want to go over a couple things. The patient-only meeting is scheduled for August 29th at 4:20 p.m. You do need to RSVP on the website. If you need that link to be sent to you, I will definitely make sure that you get the link so that you can be invited. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in the descriptions to these comments here in this video. I'm going to do that right now while I'm waiting on everybody to join. Or sign in. What is everybody medicating on? Let me make sure all my boxes are working. If you're on their Facebook, let me see. Please stand up. Let me see you. Send me a message. Let me know you're there. While you guys are doing that, I will get the invite for the meeting and I will post that link in there so everybody can get it. Should be a way to share this. Invite, yes. Here we go. Copy link. All right. Let's see here. Coming into the conversations here. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Sorry I missed you guys yesterday. If you're still interested in joining the patient advisory board, we're still accepting applications. Well, I'm going to share this anyway. I just shared it to my timeline, but that wasn't what I meant to do. So bear with me a second. I don't know where Facebook's at. I mean, I know I got a delay on here, but usually you guys are showing up on my screen, so I'm about to just pop in here. It says there's 5 of you guys in here, so I don't know where your comments. Oh, okay, there you guys are. Have I tried Ohio 47? No, I haven't. Have you tried it out, Mindy? Is it any good? Okay, so my Facebook comments are not working. Let me go in here and see what I gotta do, guys. So hang on. Okay. Reconnect. What? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm having a snafu with the live comments here. It's telling me I gotta log back in. Hold on. This is weird. I gotta go through this authentication process, so hold on, Facebook. I'm coming. Cut it out, man. I don't know why I'm having to go through this now, guys. It's telling me I gotta do some kind of security crap. So Facebook, they must have done something. Oh, wait a minute. I know what to do. If you guys ever had to do this, it's like at the very bottom of your thing. It's here. You have to go in here and do this code thing. And if you don't put in the right code, then it won't work. It's like an extra layer of security, so people can't get into your Facebook account. So it's weird. Reconnect. This is really weird. Like, it, bear with me, guys, on Facebook. I want this working right, so I normally don't have this problem. So I don't quite know why it's doing this to me now. There's got to be something wrong with the there's got to be something wrong with the Facebookers. You know, they always messing with this stuff. Then it's telling me I gotta log in again, so it's making me log in like all these times. So I don't know. It's weird. Like I said, I've never had this problem before. Holy moly, it's just keep taking me back to the same thing. So I think our Facebook comments. Okay, maybe it's working now. Holy moly, guys, hold on. I'm gonna have to do something drastic here. I don't know why it's doing this to me. My YouTube's working, but this one ain't. So I gotta fix it. Get weird. Anyway, what's everybody medicating on? I will catch up with your answer once I fix this problem. So, like I said, it's gonna take me a second. To fix it. Says my social accounts already linked, but it's weird, man. I've never had this much trouble with this, and then today it ain't working. I have no idea. So they must be having a technical issue with. There we go. Somebody in Facebook say something. I think I got it. Like I literally, what's up, Robert? Man, it's going crazy, man. Facebook comments ain't working. So I've been on here for the last 5 minutes trying to fix that. So if you're on Facebook, type in something just so I know that this is working. So I can put all the colors back and gotta rechange my font. All right, thank you, Mindy. Hey. It was driving, it's like I was determined. Yeah, right, Robert. It was just waiting for you to right. We heard you, so that's the important part. Yeah, hey Bobby, it's good to see you guys' comments now. You wouldn't believe the meltdown I was gonna have. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna come back into and I'm gonna repost that link again. Sorry for those that already saw the link, but I just want to repost it again to make sure that it shows up in the live feed so people can see it there. And I'm also gonna go back into my YouTube and do it there. There's the link if you would like to RSVP for the next patient only meeting. Here comes YouTube. I'm coming in here to this video as well, and I'm gonna put it in there. Okay, so now it's in there in both of them. So, if you want to come to the patient only meeting, this will be hosted by the Ohio Medical Cannabis Patient Advisory Board, and that was founded by some patients that are actually in this video with us right now. Hello, board members. And if you're still interested in joining our board. I can send you the information for that as well, or you could just email us at omcpab@gmail.com. That's the email to the patient advisory board. So anyway, what is everybody medicating on? I have to ask it again because I was messed up here. I haven't even got myself together yet. Breaking news while we're figuring that out. Did anybody hear that Bloom in Painesville was broken into? You got a special, man. This is my last ice cream cake nugget. I'm going to have it with you guys. How's that? It's my last ice cream nugget. Okay, yeah. Okay, Mindy. Message me tonight. Send me a message on Messenger, and I will send you the application link if you're interested in the patient advisory board. Ohio 47. Yeah. So tell us about it. Is it any good? Oh, you didn't hear about it? Yeah, I didn't hear about it till Alicia has sent it over to me, and that's how I found out about it. I'm glad she sent it over to me because I totally had missed that. I don't know too much about Painesville. Does anybody know anything about Painesville, Ohio? Because it just sounds like that's a terrible name, like Painesville. I don't know if I want to live in a place. No offense, Painesville residents, but I just feel like that's just a name like Pain. I mean, how did they come up with that name? I would like to know the history of Painesville and be educated about it. I'm sure there's a very interesting story to the reason why the place was named that. I'm sure somebody will find out for us. But I would love to hear from somebody from Painesville that can tell us more about what happened with Bloom in Painesville. Because, the media doesn't always report everything. And, locals will have a lot more information than the media. So if you got information about what happened at Bloom, first contact law enforcement, then contact me at ohiocannabislive@gmail.com, because we definitely want to get more information and break the story further than what the media did, if we can do that, if it's impossible. Northern Lights from Galenas. See, I'm right now, I'm on this Northern Lights oil from 1937, and also the Aero Pro Northern Lights by Buckeye Relief. I've been using those two consistently as a nightcap, to help me with my sleep, because I have hyperinsomnia, if that is even a real thing. That's what they said. I don't know, it sounds fake to me, but that's what they said. Hyperinsomnia, not insomnia, hyper, like we're in warp speed insomnia now. No, I can't sleep. I thought I had a problem sleeping. No, I just won't go to sleep. They're like, man, you just stayed up all night. You just laid there. And it's like, you never closed your eyes. You never went to sleep for the whole study. I just stayed awake. Like, you got all these wires on your face and they're coming in the room. Are you still awake? Are you still alive? Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, thanks. Lights out. Who could sleep through something like that? And sleep studies, though. See how you sleep with a bunch of wires hooked up to you. It's not fun, folks. Not fun. Yesterday, my stomach was hurting so bad, I just couldn't even hardly sit at this desk. And I was sitting here, and I just turned on my massage chair, which always comes unplugged, like I try to turn on now. And so I've got a little controller here. I'll be sitting here getting a massage while I'm talking to you guys. Medicating and massaging at the same time. Wonder if they have object to having edibles first. I don't know about that, man. That's a good question. I didn't even bring that up. Maybe I ate an edible during that study. I don't remember. Oh yeah, Super Lemon Haze Luster Pod, Michael. Okay. I haven't had a chance to try that one. I've heard mixed things about it. Hey, Michael, did you have any clogging issues with your pod? I do want to talk about that. Since this is open cannabis talk, I'm gonna talk about what I had to go through. So, I've got this pod, this Luster Pod. Okay. First off, I like this product, but I ran into a problem, and the problem is that oil, and this can happen in any vape cartridge, honestly, but oil was getting up here in the top, And you can see there's still some oil here at the top. Here's what I have left. But there was oil in this part up here. And it was blocking the tube in here. It's a little cylinder in there, a little metal cylinder, and that's where the vaporization chamber. And so it wasn't, I was hitting it, nothing was coming out. I was getting really frustrated. And I had another fellow patient who was frustrated with this. Obviously, I contacted the cultivator, processor, and I'm still waiting on a follow-up from them. But what I do want to show all the patients out there, because I'm a mastermind and I like to figure things out, I figured out the solution. So, and this solution may work with any vape cartridge. You hear what I'm saying? I might have masterminded something and didn't even realize. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got a pipe cleaner here. And here's my pod, which is not clogged right now because I've been doing some plumbing, some flushing plumbing. Okay, so there's a little opening in this, okay? And so what I do is I slide, try not to get you don't want fuzzies inside your stuff, so slide this in here. Boom, I'm in already. Oh, I'm in. And what you're seeing there is the pipe cleaner's down inside this chamber, this metal chamber here. And I'm just doing this. I'm just a little bit back and forth, just very easily. And there's just a little tip of oil, just a little bit on that chamber. Now, it's working. I'm not hitting it real hard. It's working. No, so I thought, well, gee, well, that worked really well. So here is a Cure Ohio cart that I've had for a while. Not because it's bad, because it's good, and it's an OG Kush strain, and I just haven't been hitting it that much. I ain't gonna lie. So shout out to Cure Ohio. I like your pen. I just hadn't got myself acclimated to what worked for me. And that'll be a whole nother lesson I go into here in a second. How I got this pen that worked for me. Because the battery that came with it was burning my throat. So that also kept me from using it. But it wasn't the oil. It was the damn battery. Okay, back to my pipe cleaning dream here. So, as you can see, boom, look at that. Same thing. So if you have a vape cart that is clogged and you have some pipe cleaners, you can get these anywhere. They're cheap. I recommend you get you some if you use vape pens. And hey, Alicia, I was just talking about how you broke the story for me on the Bloom Medicinals Painesville. I love that. Hi. Yeah, hi. So, and I'm just talking about some tips on how to unclog vape cartridges and vape pods. So what we're doing here is we're just taking a pipe cleaner and we're ever so carefully pushing it into the opening of the mouthpiece. Not real hard, but very carefully. And we're just doing a little bit of spring cleaning here. Fall cleaning. It's almost fall. So this just clears any oil that may just be laying in the chamber here. This one has a chamber just like the other thing did. All these cartridges have chambers in them. All of them do. So those chambers get clogged. If you're not using the oil to sit in the chamber, you're hitting it, nothing's coming out. You're like, what's the problem? So, this one's been sitting for 4 or 5 days. And I could not use this with the battery it came with. Why? Because it burned. I couldn't really enjoy it. Now that I have my battery on it, I can enjoy it. I can taste the terps properly. I can take nice draws. And I don't feel no throat burn. I think we all can agree nobody wants to hit a vape pen and have their throat burning. I think that is the thing. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mr. 1990? Yeah. What's going on? That's a good idea, using the pipe cleaner. I always turn my carts up 1 watt when it gets clogged, and never thought about using paper clip. Well, here's the thing. Pipe cleaner, yeah, but definitely somebody else, I think it was Robert, had said, or somebody, I don't know if it was Robert, somebody said use a paper clip. And the reason I say no to paper clip is because it's metal, and just there's always that possibility that you stick it in there and it contact ground something out and short out the coil. So even though there's a little tiny bit of metal in this pipe cleaner, there's a lot more fuzz in between to protect it from making actual metal to metal contact. So I think the pipe cleaner is just a better way. And I use this pipe cleaner a lot. You may have seen me using it on my packs too, to flush, you know, and that's something else I can show you guys today that I do. I might have shown you before, but if you have a PAX, and this will work for any vaporizer, I'm not just saying it works for PAX, but you need to flush your vaporizer. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean just clean it out, wipe it out. What I mean by flushing it is, I mean taking the time to remove any oil that may be inside the chamber. And you simply do that with a pipe cleaner. You just stick it in there and push it all the way through and just turn it around in there to get the oil out. Because if you don't, you're missing terps. You won't taste the flavor. It's just like smoking. It's gonna taste the same. Once you smoke something over and over, it tastes the same. He's like, this tastes like weed. Am I being dishonest there? I'm telling the truth. So what I've learned with vaporization, though, is that by taking I reuse mine a lot. I hate to waste, so I'm a recycler to death. So I will use the pipe cleaner until it's black almost. But you just take a pipe cleaner, and we're all short on sanitation supplies. But I've had this same bottle of alcohol for like 10 years. You hear me? I've never used it so much now before in my life that I have in the last 12 months. And I just dip the whole damn thing in there. Now, I don't recommend you do this with the pens, only because you don't want to risk the alcohol getting down into the oil. So definitely not an idea to do there. But in this case, I'm sliding it in here and I'm pushing it through, and this is the flush I'm talking about, because now any little bit of oil residue that was in that chamber is gone. So you say, well, Mastermind, I don't have no fancy shit like that. I got something like this. And so the same thing applies for something like this. This is a wax pen. Many of you own something similar to this. Either it's a coil or a ceramic bowl in there. And what you do with these is very similar. You just obviously can't stick the pipe cleaner in there. But what you do is you just go in there with an alcohol wipe while it's off, and then you wipe around in there, and then you warm it up. You get it warm, and then you wipe it off. Now, if it's a coil-based system, which a lot of people use those for flour, what you do with those is you turn them upside down and leave them on for a couple seconds, and the oil residue will kind of run down out of them, and you just wipe it out. And that's how you clean those. You don't actually rub the coil with alcohol. You could, but it doesn't work very well. Another way to do it with the coils is to soak them in alcohol. Yeah, a lot of people, you're right. A lot of them do. You're right, Mr. For Life. But then a lot of these people don't use that shit. They just... There's Mr. Santa Claus, man. What's up, Clint? It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. I'm over here. Got me some ice cream cake. This is my last bit of ice cream cake. This was actually the last Calex Peak local ice cream cake. Let's go. Come on. And now we are on we are on the dawn of clutch. I'll have me some layer cake any day. You hear me? But yeah, I was just on here talking about cleaning up, cleaning stuff, unclogging stuff, fixing this stuff. call me the Cannabis MacGyver. Don't you steal that. That's mine. Cannabis MacGyver. 420 MacGyver. Nah, you guys don't probably even know who MacGyver is. Why am I talking about MacGyver? You guys don't know who MacGyver is. Anybody know who MacGyver is? You got some layer cake? What a test that, Clint. What's the percentage on that layer cake? Oh, guess what? I have the terpene profile for layer cake, folks. Yes, I do. If you would like me to send it to you, just email me at ohiocannabislive@gmail.com or send me a message and say, send me the layer cake terpene profile. And I will provide it to you. And it did come directly from Grow Ohio. So, one thing I think that needs to happen, and this is something that the board is actually working on, so I'm just telling you because we're working on this right now, is I think it is important for all cultivators to do what Farkas is doing, what Clutch is doing, what Ohio Clean Leaf is doing, and so many others. But all of them, I want to see terpene profiles on all cultivated flower packages. I want to see total THC, and I want to see them other cannabinoids, because I want to learn more about those other cannabinoids and how they can help me with my different medical conditions. So we're going to definitely talk more about other cannabinoids here on this show. It's in the works, okay? So, you know, I didn't want you guys to think that we got off track on our education and we're just on there hanging out, but, you know, I just think it's good sometimes to have open, honest conversations about different things. If you guys want to talk about something on here, just start talking about it and I will read it out loud. And then if I miss it, the internet ain't gonna miss it because it's on the screen. So even if I overlook it, I apologize. Sometimes I literally it goes up so fast. Somebody says something else, I miss it sometimes. So I do be watching it on the replay sometimes. I say, oh, I missed that question or I missed that comment. I go back and read them sometimes. We've seen the memes. And I got a question you might have answered in the past, but how do you personally use your ABV? I put some in a cup of coffee with some coconut oil and I got super toasted, but it tasted horrible. Okay, so let me just cover the rules first. The rules is we're not supposed to be making our own edibles. Okay, now that I've covered that, questions about ABV. ABV, for those who don't know what he's talking about, he's talking about the already been vaped cannabis. Some people call it Duff, some people call it ABV. I call it reclaim because it's like I'm reclaiming my cannabis from my vaporizer. Reclaim. So yes, you could. It's already what they call decarbonized. So yes, what you did is totally okay from a standpoint. It's not going to hurt you, and it does have medicinal effects. But what we need to try to do is work with the pharmacy board to help them understand we're all being told we can't smoke it. If we smoked it, it would be gone. But if we're vaporizing it, it's not gone. Therefore, the patient is left with all this material that they're technically not allowed to do anything with. And that prevents, it's almost like sitting here with all these containers and not wanting to throw them away because it's history, it's evidence, it's records, it's reference points. I could write a book on all the containers I have here, honestly. And then now we have the reclaim or the ABV. What's up, Gamer247? Yeah, Keith. I had to put it up because I got paranoid thinking the sunlight was gonna hurt it. But this is all my Keith from my grinder. You've seen it. I'm showing you an update. And they want 50 a gram for Keith, 40 a gram, 35 a gram. Why in the heck am I gonna pay the medical pharmacy for something that's gonna fall off of my stuff anyway when I'm grinding it? Anyway, so I think that it's important that we work on a solution that helps educate others and the pharmacy board on the additional medicinal properties of ABV. anyone that would like to join me in working on that project, I'm more than happy to have you aboard, because it is a project to try to educate the pharmacy board about something they know nothing about and do not understand, because they are not patients. And that is probably our biggest barrier, is that none of the people that I'm aware of that are on the patient board of pharmacy, whatever they got going on, none of these people are actually patients. Therefore, that leaves them in a hole. Nothing against them, but they can't understand what we're dealing with firsthand, because they don't have the firsthand experience that we have as patients. So another reason why we created the patient advisory board was to fill that void for them. That way they can work with some people that, want to do things positively and make things better, but also educate them about patients who are using medical cannabis, and give them insight and data on things that they can use to improve the program, and hopefully get us more things that we want, like delivery, medical home grow, and ultimately lower prices. So I think that there's a lot to learn as patients, but there's also a lot we can teach as patients. And that's what makes us our own community, our own organization, and makes us unique in our own right, because we know more about this stuff than everybody else does. When I say we, I mean us patients and other cannabis users too. So I'm not leaving y'all out, because you have a lot of knowledge as well. So if you don't have your card, you're still part of the cannabis community. Just because you don't have a medical marijuana card doesn't mean you're not part of the cannabis community. So don't think that. But we definitely want to make sure that you learn all the medical things. If you're interested in becoming a part of the medical cannabis community, we would love to have you. And it's not as much as you think. And I'm not going to say it's the cheapest thing to do, but it definitely has been a great change in my life and many other people that are trying to get away from other treatment methods that involve opiate medications. Yeah. Is keep collecting considered processing of the material? I don't believe so. That's an excellent question to ask, Robert. But I don't believe so, simply because the pharmacy board approved those grinders to be sold at the dispensary. The grinder that I use every day, I purchased at a medical marijuana dispensary. So it's state approved grinders. So they know Keith is coming out of these things. I would hope they know. If they didn't know, now they do know, because they do watch these videos, believe it or not, some of them. So yes. If you have a really good grinder, you're getting Keith. And what you're doing with it, I have no idea. None of my business. But for me right now, I use it as a booster. Something else I want to tell you about ABV. You can run it through again. There is a way to do that. I ran mine through again through my packs. So I was able to re-vape it again, even after it was already cooked. So, and I still received medicinal treatment from it. So there is even a way to re-vape it again. But again, it is like you said, it's not the most tastiest thing to do. And by doing other things, it can end up becoming a much better experience for us. So I think that's important for us to try to help educate. And why we do that question: why does the program sell shake? What uses does it have? I wouldn't want to put it in my vaporizer, as I don't have a sealed chamber to hold it in. Shake. Well, the thing about the shake, and I think it's not as readily available as it was once before, but it's still out there, is that no matter what cultivator you are, you're gonna have shake. And what do you do with it? Well, if you're a cultivator and you don't have let's say I'm gonna use Woodward for example, or Galena's, they do not have a processing license. So then they're sitting there with all this shake and keep and all that. What are their options? Option A, sell it to a processor. That's what some of them do. Option B, hold on to it until maybe you get a processing license. Or option C, tired of looking at it, sell it to the dispensary to sell to patients at some hopefully low cost. What do they think patients are going to do with it? We already know what they think patients gonna do with it. You know, either they go grind it up and do something with it, or they gonna try to make something with it. I mean, to them, it's still plant material, Robert. It's just crumbs to them. You know, it's still part of the flower. So they're just throwing it in the same category, thinking, well, people can save money by getting it. I guess I can't give you any better answer than that. What they expect we are doing? Well, some people just, you know, are saving money with it and vaporizing it or smoking it, man. There's nothing wrong with smoking shake, vaping shake. Same stuff. You know, I got some shake here that's 26%, and it really is 26%. Yeah, and see, Gamer247, you answered. You even gave me a better answer. I like your answer. You know, for people that don't have indigent or veteran status and are really trying to save money, if you get some really good quality shake, it's gonna be okay. You was gonna grind it up anyway. Most of the time, some people don't grind their material; they break it up by hand. But I don't know. Let's get to this. What do you guys? Do you guys grind your material or do you hand break it up? I've done a mixture of both. What about you? Are you a grinder? Do you grind everything, all your flowers, or do you hand break them up? What say you? You're right, Rick. It is supposed to be AK-47, but they will, of course, will not allow them to name it that because of the gun part. So that's why it's called Ohio 47. So you are absolutely correct, Mr. Jackson. It is actually AK-47. I actually just verified that when I did my tour of Ohio, that's what it was. I really have only had the AK-47 in the streets one time, Mr. Jackson, and it was phenomenal. We literally were jumping off the ceiling. We're playing like one of those Xbox Connect games, the virtual one where they could track your movement. We were literally airborne. I never had no cannabis make me do that, except that AK-47 had me literally airborne. I felt like I had superpowers. I was in the air like, I don't know if my brother still has the pictures, man, but it was the most amazing thing to see our feet off the ground, like, you know, like we were karate ninjas or something. It was too funny. You can watch my show from Saturday out if anyone wants to. Is it on your Facebook page, Clint? If it's not, send me the link in the messenger and I'll watch it, buddy. I certainly support you, man, because I know you've been working really hard on that, and I see you've been looking great on there, man. So yeah, send me the link if you want, or just post it on my timeline. That's okay as well. Just make sure I see it, because I definitely want to support you. Post it in the group right now so we can all watch it. Yes, post it right now so everybody can see it. There you go, and go on YouTube and post it on there too. Why not? And I'm still holding you accountable, Clint. You said that you was gonna share some knowledge about you know, good eating healthy and being a cannabis user, and talk about stuff, you know, how to eat better. And you're supposed to be giving us some knowledge. So I'm still holding you to that now that everything on your show's done. So I'm waiting on that for you to come on the show, man, and educate us on some good dietary knowledge. Because Mr. Clint here is the diet man. He's the guy that knows how to eat right and still be eating a lot. Tell him what you eat every day again. And he looks great. I can't imagine eating all that stuff and still looking that good. I just don't know how. But I'm impressed, and that's why, you know, I look forward to learning more about how you did what you did. As far as grinding or hand breaking your butt, when I smoke, I prefer to break it up, blunts and joints by hand. Now that I vape, I use a grinder for a finer breakup and consistency. I understand. What's up, Juice? Good to see you in here, man. When is the next episode of Hall of Strains coming out? Yes, sir. Man, I just killed up this ice cream cake. It's gone. Oh shoot! Tomorrow is dropping. Make sure you guys got your subscribers subscribing on to the Hall of Strains, so that you can see the next episode. So it's a big deal. So like I said, we have one thing special here with our group, this channel, is that everybody in here is full of positive energy. Although we all have good and bad days, and that can give us all a little bit of negative energy. But coming here every day, and when I can get here, it definitely is beneficial to me. So I try to be here for you guys as much as I can. So I apologize about yesterday, but I just felt bad, and I would have been broadcasting from under my desk if I'd have went live, just because I was feeling that bad. But sometimes you just have to medicate till you can't medicate no more. It helps, but sometimes you just have to use some mental thinking too to help pain. Hey, yeah, Mr. For Life 1990 wants to know where he can watch the Hall of Strains. So go ahead and give him the plug, Juice. Send him the link. Put the link in the comments, man. 20% off Butterfly Effect. Star Dog. Did you get it? Is it any good? Hold on, guys. I gotta fix my chair right now because I need to get a massage going on here. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think it's time to do a dab. This is the time to do it. Is anybody else doing a dab? Yeah, it's dab time. Well, it looks like I still have some in there from last night. So, waste not, want not. But then again, it's a new day. We'll just do it. We'll clean him out. So, yeah, Juice, shoot us a link on that Hall of Strains. CBD dabs? Really? Is that the isolate? How is that? Dabbing my chicken into my healthy pretend sauce. What is pretend sauce, man? Is that something you made? What the hell what's pretend sauce? Pretend to tell me what that is, man. I mean, I never heard of that. Pretend sauce? The hell? Go on, sir. Please tell us more. Has anybody tried the hot sauce that they came out with? Yeah, they got hot sauce. I'm trying to do my own thing, and they done already come out with the hot sauce, man. Can you believe that? Hot sauce. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do some Taliman by Fireland Scientific. For those who have not seen some rosin, man, this is the rosin, man. It's like, I mean, I'm hoping that Clutch comes out with the rosin. I heard it's coming, but I haven't seen it yet. So here's some Taliman rosin. I just dumped out some rosin. That'd be all right. It'll be all right. But it happens. Sometimes the stuff just falls out, and you just lose it. I try not to, though. I found out it's good to have the right dose of rosin. And if you have a crumble type, this is a crumbly type. This is more like a thick batter almost. It's very easy to work with. You don't have to worry about it running away on you, getting all messy and gooey. I don't like stuff like that. I mean, I like to have a little chunk to it. Like, thick sauce. Okay, balsamic vinaigrette, infused with olive oil and garlic clove. Oh wow, that sounds feisty on the top, on the palate right there. Vinaigrette. I like vinaigrette. I'm so on the olive oil, but the garlic clove. Nah, I can't do the garlic right now. I had to give up garlic. It upsets my stomach. Acid reflux and garlic just don't go hand in hand for me, man. You've got the Gorilla Glue live rosin. I've been vaping on it, pressed from ice hash. Gorilla Glue live rosin. I love Gorilla Glue. I bet that's really terpy, Mr. 1990. Did I dare ask, where'd you get that from? Sounds tempting. Was that a half gram or a whole gram? Oh, somebody's calling. I forgot to put my phone on silent. Slipping there. It happens. It happens sometimes. Oh, I've got a new review video coming too, guys. I'm going to drop it. I was just trying to get my audio together on it, so it's pretty slick. It's real short, but you know, it's something new. I don't know that you've seen it yet, but I'll be putting that out here probably a little bit after the show. I'm making the final cuts, and so you know, once I'm satisfied with it, I'm gonna go ahead and push it to the interwebs. So new review coming soon, like today. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can get an alert when I drop that new review. You have some hilarious stories from your competition this weekend. I have to chat with you about. You'll be dying. I'll look forward to that. No more live reviews? Oh no, nah, we had one. You missed it. It was what did we do? Look, somebody tell me. I forgot already. We just did a live review. We did a live review on the pods. We did a 1937 review, Mr. 1990. You might have missed it. That was last week. We did the 1937 live review. It's on the replay, so if you go back in the channel, it's on there. So yeah, we just did one last week, and then I'm working to figure out what the next one will be. But yeah, we just did one. I'm gonna try to get them in whenever I get stuff that's new. But yeah. Oh, you did see the 1937, but yeah, that one was live. But yeah, I'm still gonna be doing live reviews too. So I'm gonna mix it up. Like I said, I'm gonna have some that I'm gonna call them like my straight to the point type reviews, where it's only like maybe a minute or two long. And then I'm gonna have the live reviews where like we're doing them here on 420 Live, or they'll be separate and just totally spontaneous out of the blue. But for the most part, I'm gonna try to do some of them on 420 Live Ohio. That way I can do the review, you can see my reactions, and then we can discuss the effects, the CD effects, how I'm affected through the video. So I think those are funner for other people. It's fun for me too, because then I get to talk to people while I'm experiencing it for the first time. I really enjoyed the 1937 review, guys. That would be one of my favorite reviews because I really liked how we looked at the info. Even though I had to do it from my phone, we went on the website and looked up the information, and I feel like we learned something together that day. I really didn't know all about the 1937 Marijuana Tax Act, but now I feel like I know a little bit more about it, and I'm still going to do some more research about other things that we could talk about as far as cannabis history in general, and see if we can find any other detailed information about Ohio's original prohibition of cannabis, to see if there was anything else from old law that actually pertained to cannabis usage in Ohio that was different from, let's per se, federal law at the time. So it's definitely some research to be done to learn more history about Ohio's history with cannabis. So that seems like something that'll be really fun. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with you guys today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I don't plan on going anywhere, so I'll pretty much be home all day. So hopefully, as long as I'm feeling all right, I will be here at 420. So again, thanks for your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, Make sure you hit them like emojis on Facebook. I didn't see any like emojis coming through, so I don't know what happened there. No one hit, no smileys or nothing. No laughing emojis. I thought you guys would always like to hit that, but you guys never did. So before I go, I'll add a few in there. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.